Once an accounting period has ended and any of the financials have been finalized, you may want to lock that period so that no new transactions can be added, nor can any transactions be edited or deleted. In order to do that, we would go to File, Administration, and Lock Periods. If you want to lock the periods for all the companies in the database, you can do it at the top. If you only have one company, then you only need to use the top. If you want to lock periods for each company in your database separately, you would choose the second option and then choose a period separately for each company. I'm going to do it for my whole database. If I want to lock the periods for both of my companies for December of 2023 and earlier, then I would choose December 2023 and it would lock that period and any period prior to it. So I'm going to do that and click OK. I've already got a transaction search open that has some transactions from 2023. So if I double click on one of those transactions, it'll bring up a screen to edit that transaction, and at the top it's going to say this transaction cannot be edited because it's in a closed period. Likewise, if I were to type something in the fields, I can't save it because the Save button is disabled. I also can't enter in any new transactions. So if I open up the payment screen and start a transaction, and let's say that I'm doing this to Summit Utility Company, and I try to date it in that period. So any date earlier than 12/31 of 23, I'm going to put in an amount, and I'm going to choose my water expense. And then when I go to try to save that, it's going to give me a message saying that the date for this transaction is in a closed period, and I can't save that transaction while it's in a closed period. If you need to open back up that period to make any changes, you can open it up by going to the same screen, by going to File, Administration, and Lock Periods. And I could either lock a period at an earlier date, let's say December of 2022, or I could open all periods, make whatever changes I need to make, and then come back here and relock it at the December 2023 period. You may, if you're using this option to lock periods, you may want to set up security so that you can tell the system which users have the capability of locking periods and unlocking periods.